guys, I am back with Project Life. Yay! I'm so excited. I am finally starting on my 2016 album. I have already gotten week 1 done. Obviously, that's what I am doing a video on right now. And I actually completed a couple other weeks at a crop I went to this weekend. So I filmed them and I'm really excited and I hope to have those up over the next couple of weeks. And hopefully I put a good starter dent in 2016 and I will stay on a roll and hopefully keep up this year. And I think I pretty much did that last year, but I hope to continue that effort moving forward. So today I am just using several items that are from my stash. I did end up using quite a few little bits and pieces from a Scraptastic grab bag that I got. This is one of the Project Life cards that came in the grab bag, and I love their Project Life cards. They're like a really, really thick cardstock. They are really super nice. So if you guys have not checked out Scraptastic's Project Life kit, please check them out. They do have some great, great cards. And the Remember little die cut that came from one of the Scraptastic 12 by 12 or the scrapbook kits that I had, and I didn't use it, so I am using it in my Project Life. The frame is I think from Crate Paper. It was just one that I have in my stash. These little hearts that are craft color are from the Target dollar spot, I believe, that I've had in my stash for quite some time. And these Teresa Collins little word phrase stickers have been in my stash. Also, I got these from Joann's. They are not cut well on the sheet at all, which really annoys me, but they still work, so it's no big deal. It's just a bummer. I hate when stickers, you get them and they're not cut out. Doesn't that drive you guys crazy? I'm not sure. It does drive me crazy. And the thickers, or no, the stickers that say week 1 are from Simple Stories. So that is that card. I'm going to actually add a few staples in that little Polaroid frame. And of course, while I'm stapling, I didn't have any staples, so I had to add some in, and I did that real quick there, I think. Or maybe it was on another card that I ran out of staples, but I do run out of staples somewhere in this layout. Now I am just taking this little cut apart sheet that I got from that same Scraptastic grab bag for Project Life, and the banner was just a little bit too long, so I trimmed it down, and I'm just adding the flags back on because I did like that look. I'm going to glue that down, and then I'm also going to find a little heart that's in my stash that has kind of a notebook print or something like that on it, and I'm going to add that kind of over the top leftish side. Or no, a star, I'm sorry, it's a star, not a heart. And I'm just going to glue that down right there. And this is a picture of me and my family. We celebrated New Year's. It was the first year my daughter actually stayed up till midnight, so it was pretty exciting to have everybody there at midnight. And we spent the night at my parents' house, and we usually do that. My husband usually has to work the next day, which is very unfortunate, so he ends up heading home to let the dogs out and such. So me and my daughter usually stay there and have breakfast the next morning. And this year my grandma was there, and that was a picture of her and my daughter reading. Now I'm just stamping up an Ali Edwards stamp that says, remember this moment. And you can see there that I stamped it once and it did terrible. So I had to find a little bit juicier ink pad and use that instead. So I just did it in kind of a reddish color. It was one of the Dewdrop dye inks that I used. I don't think I have the name of it. Oh, actually, I might be able to tell you guys. Give me a second while I look for it. It is Rhubarb Stalk. Rhubarb Stalk. Say that again 5 times. Anyway, so I am just going to ink up this other Ali Edwards stamp that says Good Day, and I'm just using a stamp press. I do really like this Fisker stamp press, and it's nice because when I go to crops and things like that, I don't always want to take like 5,000 different stamping blocks, and this is a good one to use that's kind of a universal. So it has a grid on it, it's not too big, it's not too small, and it also has the little spongy feet, and that helps you kind of position your stamps if you're trying to position them in a certain spot. So now I'm just going to trim these out, and I'm going to spare you the detail of me cutting and fast forward it over to us being finished, or me being finished. That little like paint swatchy, whatever those things are called, tag came, I believe, in the Target dollar spot as well. They have some good goodies sometimes. Although I watch a lot of people's YouTube videos, and especially planner videos, man, those people can find some great things in the Target dollar spot, like little awesome sticky notes and notepads. And I think our Target dollar spot has some decent stuff, but oh my gosh, everybody finds some really good steals. So I'm kind of jealous that our Target probably isn't as nice or as great as some other people's, but you know, I didn't know until I watched some YouTube videos, so maybe that's the only or the one of the unfortunate things about watching YouTube videos is you get to see everybody else's stuff and you want everything. And I apologize here, the camera didn't record everything, so you kind of see the end result of that one card where I just covered up that present in the bottom left with that good day or good stuff stamp that I stamped with the Ellie Edwards. So I apologize. When I'm at crops and things like that, I try to videotape as much as possible so I have stuff to show you guys, but sometimes it's kind of distracting because people come and talk to me and I want to talk to my friends, and sometimes I leave the camera on, sometimes I turn it off and then I forget to turn it back on. So I apologize that you guys didn't see that one card, but I think that's the only one that I did that on this layout. So again, I apologize. This is some fabulous washi tape that I just got at Michael's when they had that awesome 60% off washi tape sale. It was a whole tube of washi tape that's normally like $19.99 and I got it for 60% off. How fabulous is that? And I am just using it all over this layout, and it's gorgeous. It had all different kinds of foiled washi. It was some copper, some gold, and some silver and different patterns and such. Highly recommend it. It's very, very pretty. And then I just added that little, what is it, like a vellum heart, and I stapled it down with my stapler. I think this is the card where my stapler runs out. We shall see. So that is another cut apart sheet that has the ampersand, and that arrow is, I think, from some Studio Calico die cut pack that I got when Archivers was going out of business. And I'm just going to use my stapler to staple that down. Yep, that's where my stapler died on me. So I'm just stapling that down, and I'm going to add just a tiny bit of journaling. I started doing Plan With Me videos and decorating my planner and getting really into that. So I started filming my process, and I try to get those up on Mondays when I have a chance to pretty up my planner. So if you guys are interested in any planner videos, you can check out my channel. Around Monday, Tuesday, I try to plan and post those up. And like I said, I'm not consistent with that. It just depends on how much time I have on the weekend to pretty it up. Sometimes I just kind of leave it plain. So there is a card that's just talking about my pretty planning that I started doing, and I'm going to add a little bit of the washi tape here in the top right of that little ampersand cut apart sheet, just to, like I said, bring across the washi tape in different places on the layout so it just isn't in one spot. And I believe that is it. Oh, I think I'm going to add one more thing, maybe? Nope, I think that's it. So, oh yes, I'm going to add a little bit more washi over there to the card that has the picture on it. And I know a lot of people ask me about this, but the way I get those pictures is the Collect app. It is an app that I believe is only on iPhone. So if you guys are interested in it, I use the Collect app, Collect. And what I end up doing to print them is I take two 3x4 cards that I have downloaded from the app, and I put them in pick frame and merge them onto one 4x6, and then I get them printed at Costco. So that is how I get them to this size. And I do have a video about how I do that and the whole process on my channel. So if you guys are interested in that, I will try to remember to put a link to that video down below. But if I don't, you can search through my channel and you should be able to find that. I think I put it under organization maybe in that playlist, but I will try to remember to link it below. So now I am just using some more of those Scraptastic cut apart sheets, and instead of using this as a tab, I just trimmed it down and did a flag. My furnace went out, so this is a picture of all the repair stuff that the guys are doing to put my new furnace in. And I also have my estimate there on the left-hand side saying how much it was going to be, and just bummed out that I had to get a new furnace. However, it did last me over 20 some odd years, so, you know, it's all good. Now I am moving on to the next set of cards, and this one I'm just covering up because my daughter went to a dance at school and I don't have permission to show off all her little friends, so I thought it was best that I just cover their faces. That's why that piece of paper is there. I am taking some more of the cut apart sheets and stapling them together, and I layered the two on top of each other, and I'm just going to trim off that excess on the right. And that card is done. I will show you a close-up, and I think, can't remember if I said I stapled it too, so you can see the staples there. Moving on. Next is this picture of my cute kitty cats, and I am using the other half of that card that had the present on it that I showed a little bit ago, and I'm adding this other little cut apart kind of flag with a circle in the middle, and I'm going to put a little Me and My Big Ideas puffy sticker in the middle of that. It's from the Me and My Big Ideas, what is their planner collection, and I got it at Hobby Lobby. And then I'm also going to add some more washi tape down here in the bottom. The only thing bad about this foil washi tape is it does have a backing, and that's just so that the sticky stuff doesn't rip off the foil of the piece below it. But it does take a little bit of time to kind of peel it apart. So that's the only negative thing, but it's so pretty, I don't mind. So I'm just adding that smile puffy sticker. Like I said, it's from Mambi, or Me and My Big Ideas. And then I'm going to add a little bit of journaling. And normally I fast forward that, but I'm going to do semi sort of kind of fancy journaling. So I do keep that on so you guys can see that here in a minute. And I'm just going to use my Papermate Flair red pen to add the journaling on. And that's just a little flag sticker that says Remember from Simple Stories. I have a bunch of those sticker sheets. And so I need to use those up. So I brought them with me to the crop. And here is where I'm going to add in some journaling. And I've just been really interested in playing with hand lettering and stuff like that. So I thought I would incorporate some of that into my project life layouts. So I am going to write the word buddies and adding just a little bit of flair to it. It's okay. I don't know if I really like it on this card. I like how the word turned out, but I'm not exactly sure if I like how it looks on this specific card, but you know, it's all good. The more I practice, I feel like the better I will get and the more I'll enjoy my handwriting. So I'm just writing buddies. And I'm thinking I probably shouldn't have underlined it. That's probably where I went wrong. And it kind of, I don't know, did something where I didn't like it. So, but anyway, it's all good. So there is a little word buddies because the two kitty cats are buddies most of the time, not all the time. And now I am going to be adding that doily to the one card on the right. This is just a doily that I've had in my stash for quite some time. I think it is from Michaels, maybe? I can't quite remember, but I know you can find these doilies at Michaels. If you guys have been looking for doilies, they have all kinds of colored doilies at Michaels now, like ones with polka dots, all kinds of different colors, ones with different designs on it. I saw a bunch of them there when I was looking at the washi tape this weekend. So if you guys have been in the market for some doilies, check them out. They have all kinds of packs. They even had this huge like pack of like I don't know how many doilies, like for like 12 bucks, and it was like hearts and circles, and they were all different sizes, so that was a really nice value pack too. So now I'm just going to use some more of those Teresa Collins phrase stickers here, and see, they don't come off very well, but it works. I'm going to trim them apart, this phrase apart, and then put that on top of This Is Wonderful. And again, that heart, that craft heart came from the Target dollar spot at one point in time. And then I also put more of that washi tape down to anchor that heart in place. And then I will trim off the excess on this doily, and then I will show you guys a close-up. And this picture on the left is just an email that my daughter wrote me. It was so cute. So I decided to get a screen capture of it. It says, "I love you. Are you okay, mommy?" It was on a day that I'm sorry, real quick. That card, sorry, it was very quick. I must have forgot to record that one too. So I lied earlier. I apologize. There was two cards that I messed up on. So here is just another card with another little paint swatch. I think that came from a Studio Calico or a Crate Paper ephemera pack. That frame came from Crate Paper, and the card that I put everything on is from one of the Project Life core kits. And I'm adding this Snowflake Brad in, and I got this sometime in my stash quite some time ago, and I was on a mission this crop to use some of those things that were lying around my stash that I don't use all the time, and I think I did a pretty good job. I actually used quite a few pieces that I have been kind of hoarding and keeping stashed away. So I'm just adding some more staples just to add a little bit of decorative element, and I thought I needed to move that over a little bit. And back real quick to the email, my daughter just got an email account for Christmas. She got a little tablet, and so now she just emails me every once in a while. And on this particular day, it was a snowy day, and I was supposed to call when I got to work to let her and my husband know everything was good, and I totally forgot, so she sent me that cute little email. So here's a picture of her on that snow day. And I just added one of those tabs at the top from the cut apart sheet. Here's another one of those tabs from the Scraptastic cut apart sheet. I didn't want so much white at the bottom, so I just trimmed off the bottom, and I'm going to fold it over and put it at the top. And it says sweater weather. It was crazy. I think this was one of the weeks where it was kind of warm, and then the next day it was like, you know, -50, or at least it felt that way. It was actually 7 degrees, as you saw in the screen capture, but it was crazy how the weather has been so wacky lately. And I wanted to add some kind of wood veneer because it was just this beautiful blue sky on the weather app. And so I'm going to add 3 little Asterix wood veneers that kind of reminded me of snow. So I'm just going to add it there. Just using my quick dry adhesive. That seems to be the easiest thing to use for these little wood veneer pieces. And I will show you guys a close-up in a second. And I think I have maybe 1 or 2 cards left, and that's going to finish it up. So while I am showing you this, I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm really excited about getting into Project Life again, since especially with 2016, I'm looking forward to the new year, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the process with me. If you like the video, I would love for you to give me a thumbs up, and I love hearing from you guys, so please leave a comment below. You can ask me some questions, you can just chit chat with me. I don't care. I just love hearing and getting comments from you guys. I really enjoy it, and it really motivates me to do layouts and things like this. So I really want to thank all of my subscribers. I'm having just a great time. I'm at about a little over a year on YouTube, and it's just been a pleasure. So it's all thanks to my wonderful subscribers and all the people in my social media circles that have been just so awesome with this whole process. So without you, it wouldn't be as fun. So I wanted to say thank you. Here I'm just coloring in a lawn fawn. I think it's lawn fawn. No, not lawn fawn. It is freckled fawn wood veneer that says U, and I colored the U in with my Pilot, not my Pilot, Pilot, the Papermate Flare, sorry, Papermate Flare, and I just anchored it with the washi tape. And that's it. Thank you guys so much. Just stay tuned for some of these close-ups, and if you guys have any questions, please, get with me and let me know, and I'd be glad to answer them. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.